Welcome to the Craftessa, everyone. If you're new, my name is Vanessa. On today's DIY video, we're going to make this Easter Bunny topiary using all materials from the Dollar Tree. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and Facebook, where I post super quick and easy DIYs. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, where I post new videos every week. Now let's get crafting. So all the materials we're going to use for this project are from the Dollar Tree, except the paint. That's the only thing that I did not get at the Dollar Tree. But let's start with the basket. I love this basket. I love the weaved pattern on it. It's completely plastic. And what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to rip off the handle. It comes off sort of easily. All you have to do is just pry it out from the little hooks. And I'm going to give it a very light coat of Americana Decor chalk paint in a lace color. I love the blue, but I don't want it to be that blue. So I'm going to give it a quick and fast coating of the chalk paint so it could mute the blue color just a bit. So let's get started with that. So I'm almost done with the bucket. I'm actually going to leave it as is. I'm just going to give it a once over. I'm not even going to paint the inside. I'm just going to look to make sure that I don't have any spots that I need to paint a little bit more. But as you can see, I did a very light coat. You can still see some of the blue, but it is much lighter than it was originally. So now we're going to take the bunny. That's also from the Dollar Tree. I already closed it. I am not hot gluing it because it's a pretty tight seal. I love this bunny. I think he's adorable, but we're going to cover him up with moss. And this is going to be the longest part, the most tedious part, because we have to cover the entire thing in moss. I'm using about 3 packages of Dollar Tree moss. First things first, I'm going to just shred it a little bit more. This way it'll be a little bit easier when I'm covering the bunny with the moss. And also you're going to need a lot of glue sticks. I used about that whole package that you see there, 16 sticks. I used all of that to cover that bunny along with the 3 packs of moss. So let's begin to do this part. So I'm halfway there. I did almost the entire front of the bunny using a lot of glue, hot glue, and the moss. Now I'm going to finish the front on the bottom part and tackle the back side of the bunny. Let's finish. Now the bunny is completely covered with the moss. I'm just going to take a look at him to make sure there are no spots that need to be covered. And I'm just going to clean him up a bit and remove all the hot glue strings that are all over the place. And we are done. So now that I cleaned him off and he looks pretty adorable to me, I'm going to take this gingham blue ribbon that I have. I already had this. I'm pretty sure that I got it at Michael's, and I'm sure you could get it there as well. And I'm going to give him a little bow. So all I'm going to do is take some of the ribbon, wrap it around his neck. I'm going to do a tight bow to give him a little pop of color. So now the bunny's done. I cut the end tails on the ribbon, and I love the way that the bow looks. It gives him a little pop of color. And now the next thing is we're going to move on to the basket. So let's do that. So now this is the easiest part. We're not doing anything here that involves gluing or anything like that. I took the wine glass that I got at the Dollar Tree, I put it inside the basket, and I basically held it in with tissue paper. And as you can see, I'm basically flipping it over. That glass is held securely in there, and that's all that we're going to do. Now, to cover the tissue paper, I'm going to use moss. I'm going to use the different moss from the bunny so I could give it a contrast. I didn't want green in the basket and green on the bunny. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use those moss balls that you see there and some of those eggs to give it a little pop underneath. So now the last step is we're going to take some hot glue and attach the bunny to the top of the glass, and then we will be done. So I decided after I had put those eggs and those green moss balls that I did not like it. So what you will see in the end product is that I took some small little mini eggs from the Dollar Tree and those little pastel colored filler balls that they have, and that's what I'm going to use because actually I was not too thrilled how it looked with these eggs and that moss. So you'll see how it looks. And now we're done. So I really love the way it turned out. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell to get notified when I post new videos. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you all on my next DIY.